Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Entab CampusCare EdTalks, an exclusive platform where we invite pioneers from the education industry to share their years of experience and insights with us. So, before beginning, let me introduce you to Entab. With an experience of more than 2 decades, Entab has been associated with 1,500 plus schools, and we have been delivering the best, mature, and futuristic ERP, CRM, and mobile apps. So, in today's session, we'll be discussing that how has technology helped us in creating useful learning tools. We'll understand that it has been a blessing in disguise for schools. We'll also learn that how do schools plan to incorporate technology after reopening. So to discuss the same, let me please welcome our guest of honor today, Dr. Anshu Arora, the principal of Amity International School, Gurgaon. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you.
For her contribution to the field of education for more than 27 years, ma'am has been awarded with the Jewel of India Award, the Principal Award, the Best Principal Award, and a recognition from Limca Book of Records, and many more awards in her cap. So we are honored to have you here, ma'am. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. My honor, my pleasure.
Okay, so before starting, there's something for the audience. Please click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that we know that we are coming. Okay, so ma'am, let me begin with the questions for today. So, ma'am, as I said, technology has been a blessing in disguise. But ma'am, how has technology been something very important to you from the very first day when you even thought that you should be starting remote learning?
All right. As luck could have it, my background is a computer teacher. So I've taught computers for 15 years, post which I started, looking after school in capacity of a principal, which was also now another 14 years, so to say. So 29 years I have been with the industry. And right from the beginning, I have understood that technology can play a big role. It's in a very simple way, I would say a picture is worth 1,000 words. You could do a lot of beautiful lessons in the classes. I mean, I love chalk and talks. I love this talk the walk. I love that interactivity of teachers, the life that they bring to the class. I totally, I'm for it. But the concept and the depth and the clarity, the deep learning, I think can be enabled to a large extent with help of technology.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. And from the very first day, we all know that technology and digital was the solution to every problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
So,
we were back home, the schools were locked, shut down. First time in my long career did I hear ki school band ho gaye and the principal also has to leave. I have known holidays, I have known all kind of breaks where children don't come, but principal is still going. So I have always joked about it that the principal and the peon are always there in school. So, but then it became a very strange environment. It became a very sad and morbid environment. Everything was locked down. Initially, of course, I thought it's just a matter of a week or so. But when within the first week, I think even before I left the campus, we had a quick meeting with the staff, and I just told them, all right, we are not going to leave children like that. We have a portal called Amitranet. So I just instructed that let's start putting assignments there. Start sharing short videos. Let's make interactive assignments. Tomorrow, when the session is opening, children should not know it's a holiday. You need to welcome them on the assignments. So send your greeting, send your lessons. So we started day one. But yeah, we graduated in a big way. This was just the start. The journey has been amazing, so to say. And teachers really have risen to the challenge. I think there has been literally a overnight change and shift.
yes, ma'am. It was
Just to
the
share
efforts
that.
of few people only that,
Yeah,
the learning
but
process did not stop.
yeah, but more than effort, I think it is adversity. Adversity is the mother of all inventions. I totally believe because as a teacher, I remember computer teacher once my principal told me that I want all computer teachers to be trained. I mean, I found that as such a big challenge. People were just not forthcoming. And I'm talking, yeah, 25 years back then. And when I became principal for the first time, I knew that this challenge is there. Even in that school, there were like only 6 or 7 people who were fully computer trained. And I said, okay, I'm giving you 3 months. In those 3 months, we will do 5 or 6 training sessions. You want to attend, you don't want to attend, your choice. But after that 3 months, no one will bring a handwritten document on my table. You'll send something to me, it has to be on mail. You have a question paper, it has to be mailed. Everything I want through, computers. So,
Yes.
you have to really push the boundaries. If you just tell people that the other thing is accepted, this is plan B, then
Hmm.
it always stays plan B. I think technology was known to schools. I
Yes.
wouldn't say that this wasn't
It was.
there. And
Yes.
for
Yes.
the last 25 years, I have seen vendors, companies, institutes themselves
Hmm.
developing stuff, but they never became a mainstream. Forget about mainstream. Even teachers just picked it like initially a rigorous training. The principal is in the campus taking rounds, smart board is there in the class, something would play, but it never got totally ingrained in their system in most of the
Yes.
campuses. Again, I'm not saying it's
And
100%,
yes, ma'am. And
but
now today
yeah,
technology is the system in itself.
oh, no option left. You have to open
Yes.
the doors of your
Hmm.
homes to all the children. Your laptop is the only window through which you can look at everything.
Yes.
And things have gone beautifully, beautifully. I mean, we have not missed any activity in school. Forget about lessons, which of
Hmm.
course, the timetables have gone very, very smoothly with co-teachers, with substitutions, with everything taken care of. But we've had sports. We've had,
Hmm.
let's say your annual days, sports day. We've had PTMs, orientations, MUNs, the international festivals, everything took place. Dance
Wonderful.
competitions, music
Wonderful.
competitions. So school has been throbbing the way it always did. Yeah, for a change, digitally now.
Yes, beautiful, ma'am, beautiful. So, ma'am, as you mentioned that you started by putting on assignments on the portals. So, ma'am, how has technology been the main part in your examinations and your assessments? Because that is something we have always had on paper. Exams were given on paper, and now
I
it.
think you asked me a very good question. Trust me, that was a huge challenge. I will very
Yes.
honestly say that. We used softwares like exam.net, Durga.
Hmm.
We started doing teams where we instructed that children will open their cameras. We would put children in breakout rooms. So, like one teacher with 10 children, so that she could carefully monitor those 10 children. That's what we did. And wherever we had a doubt, I mean, despite all this, let me tell you,
Hmm.
there were situations where we weren't 100% confident. We felt
Hmm.
something wasn't very fair. And we told children, any point in time, this paper may stand cancelled and we may
Hmm.
ask you a viva. So we also asked, viva questions. So we had to supplement both. When we felt that the child is able to answer equal questions when
Hmm.
asked orally or given a paper, that's the time we were very sure, all right, the system has worked.
Yes, ma'am. Children have to prepare the complete syllabus and they have to be prepared for everything that comes their way. And so have the teachers done that. I mean, it was double or maybe triple the work for them, taking oral, taking written, then assessing, and then, telling them their
Oh,
progress.
yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. I think online, if there is something it has done, it has stretched your timings. There is
Definitely.
no concept of, the school timings. I know I'm calling my teachers at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and they're responding. The
Ma'am.
beauty of the whole thing is maybe I'm calling, but,
Hmm.
they so beautifully, gracefully take my calls. And even if, some instruction is given that late an hour, which I did yesterday
Hmm.
also for
Okay.
something that had to happen 10 o'clock this morning. I mean, they
Hmm.
picked up the phone, they did what needed to be done, and in the morning we were there doing what we had to do. So our times have stretched. Yeah, they have, it's a challenge. I'm sure they're juggling between a lot. And teacher
Definitely.
community, I mean, they are the real Corona warriors.
They are.
They
They
are
are at the front line, and
shoulders, you would say entire education system has somehow survived because they were able to able to literally mothers nurture not just their homes and their children, but even nurture and take care of each and every school child that they had.
Yes, ma'am. And that is why we are here to thank you all. So, the process has been keep on going and we are still learning and we are still doing this digitally. We hope we get a time to do this physically as well once a day.
I'm sure we will.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, speaking of this is the situation that we are having right now, but we are hoping that schools will reopen very soon. So how do you think that technology will still be a very prominent part at that time?
I think now it has come to stay. It's like you build your muscles. First day, if I send you a training program to run or to exercise or to do yoga, it doesn't come naturally. You will resist, you will not do it wholeheartedly. Honestly, because you don't have the muscle for it. You haven't built it, you haven't ingrained it in your system. It's not a habit. But if you read a lot of books, they say 21 days and any habit gets established. 40 days and it's your second habit. Then it's not even a habit, it becomes a lifestyle. Now, initially when I used to ask teachers, do a PPT, make a video, they were so hesitant. क्या मैम अब वीडियो बनाएंगे हम बोल ही देते हैं and they're right वो बोल ही देते हैं बहुत अच्छा but now they have done it and a lot of content rich and beautiful is there with them and Amity especially has built a parallel platform called Moodles. So whatever we do in classes, it is parallelly now available on Moodles. All the hard work of the teachers, it's preserved there. Even, talking about me, I am so fond of talking to children. I think all teachers are. Definitely. That is the reason we're teachers. So I was like dying to talk to my children and how schools will never give a slot to the principal. That is the last thing which is there on the timetable. So I started recording my messages and sending it to children. So just by recording few messages, a point came when I was able to literally make an app for themselves for learning. Then I did a session for parents about parenting. So a lot gets achieved and I have understood that, I can share my video on a Saturday or a Sunday. They're not having a regular school and it's going to be a short video. They will pay all attention. So now this is going to stay with us.
Yes, ma'am. It has been ingrained now in our system. It's been more than a year and we have been using it rigorously. So definitely we hope it stays and it supports teachers now.
The old PPT is much better, more improved, teachers more confident, they understand camera, they know everything. So I'm seeing now a complete change in their confidence. We did a virtual MUN last year. Yesterday, we did our second MUN virtually. And children are far more confident because they have learned how to face camera digitally.
Yes, initially, that is very important today.
Them on podium and making them talk. There was also a challenge to, digitally tell them what is the setting, how will you switch on mic, what is audio setting, everything. Now they are comfortable. Sometimes they're giving you good advices.
Yes, ma'am. And also, see, it is now the future. Everything will happen on video only, whether it is any conference or it is any seminar converted to webinar now. But you have to be camera friendly and you have to be just there confident.
And it is so much saving on time. Like you and me, we both are talking after I've had 4 back-to-back sessions today. So this is only possible because we're doing it digitally. If you had asked me that, okay, drive down, come to this place or vice versa, I really don't know how that would have happened.
Just so one hour things will take a one day of everyone.
Time and energy. The moment I'll switch off this session, I can just, pick up my phone and get into the next job. So your time gets saved like massively. You're traveling, which always was difficult in NCR. I think
we all know.
That's one thing I'm very happy that a lot of time is saved.
Okay, well, ma'am, thank you. Thank you to the teachers. Thank you to the principals, to schools that, we're still learning. Students are still learning and they're getting prepared for the future. So I think, ma'am, that's all for the session today. Thank you so much for your beautiful and valuable insights. And thank you so much.
Pleasure. I was so happy to connect with you.
We are all honored, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.